Good morning. In this session, we are going to see a topic on mass transfer. In generally, the heat transfer is accompanied with mass transfer. In convective heat transfer, the bulk fluid motion occurs on the microscopic level, but mass transfer requires the presence of two regions at the different chemical compositions. The mass transfer refers to the movement of chemical species from a higher concentration region to a lower concentration region in the presence of medium. The diffusion process is strongly influenced by the collision of molecules. The mass transfer also occurs in liquids, solids as well in gases. The rate of diffusion depends strongly on the temperature, since the temperature is a measure of average velocity of a gas molecule. The diffusion of carbon into iron during the case hardening, doping of semiconductors are examples of solid to solid diffusion process. In a figure A, we can see it is a liquid to gas, and in B the solid to gas, and C a solid to liquid, and then the last one is a solid to solid. Another factor that influences the diffusion process is the molecular spacing. The larger the spacing, the higher the diffusion rate. That is why the diffusion rate of gases is much higher than in liquids and solids. In the driving for a high transfer in temperature difference, the driving force for a mass transfer is a constant differentiation. Here, the mass is transferred by a conduction called a diffusion and convection only. The rate of mass diffusion of a chemical species A is stationary medium in direction the x-axis is proportional to the concentration of gradient, that is dou C by dou T, in that direction and expressed by Ficky's law of diffusion. DAB is a diffusion coefficient, that is nothing but mass diffusivity of a species in the mixture. This is a formula for a mass diffusion and heat conduction. This is a formula for mass convection and heat convection. Here the H mass is a heat mass transfer coefficient, and the concentration difference concentration is Cs minus C infinity. For a heat convection, Hp is a heat transfer coefficient, and the temperature difference is area into temperature, that is a surface area into surface temperature minus the fluid temperature. Mass convection. The mass convection is a mass transfer mechanism between a surface and a moving fluid that involves both mass diffusion and bulk fluid motion. The fluid motion also enhances the mass transfer considerably by removing the high concentration fluid near the surface and replacing it by the lower concentration fluid. Thank you.